Suicide is a major issue, and especially in Nevada, and Intermountain Healthcare, the sponsors of this next segment, are here to help with the defensive line. Let's welcome Carrie Polankis with Intermountain Healthcare and Chris Thomas, the co-founder of the defensive line. Welcome, you guys.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Carrie, I want to start with you. Can you break down some of the numbers that we're facing here in Nevada?
The numbers are pretty sobering here in Nevada. When you look at the statistics of Nevada against the United States at large, across the board we are above average for the suicide rates in the state. Whether we're talking about race or ethnicity, age, population, we're always above the federal rates.
And we want to change that. We don't like those numbers at all. This is not a good thing. And Chris, with the defensive line, you guys are doing wonderful things. Tell us more about the organization, especially how everything started for you guys.
Yeah, so it started with our daughter Ella dying by suicide January 23rd of 2018. So we wanted to find a way to turn our pain into purpose. And so we created an organization where we have a vision where no young person of color dies by suicide, by transforming the way we talk and communicate about mental health. So we go into schools, talk about suicide warnings, risks, people who are at risk, and we give them tools and resources to help them stay alive.
That's such a great thing you guys are doing. And your son has a great connection to our city. Tell everyone who your son is.
Yes, Solomon Thomas. He was number 92 for the Raiders, and he had a really good year helping the Raiders get into the playoffs. Unfortunately, we fell short, but now he's in New York with the Jets.
We miss him already.
Yes,
we miss him already. We miss him already.
We miss Vegas already as well.
Yes. So how did the partnership between the two of you guys come together then?
Chris has reached out to our organization, and improving mental well-being is a vital aim of Intermountain Healthcare, and it's something that we want to participate with community partners like Chris's organization and other organizations to tackle this problem that is beyond any one of us being able to improve the outcomes.
Chris, what would you say to someone that's watching right now that is in need and needs some help, and maybe they're afraid to make that call, or they're afraid to talk to somebody, maybe there's some shame behind it? What would you say to someone that's watching right now?
Yeah, I say it's important that we normalize the conversation. We talk about the importance of mental health, mental well-being. It's not physical or mental health, it's whole health. And we got to make sure we look at this for the signs of people who are struggling, and make sure you have lend an ear to listen to them. Make sure you lend them to the right areas like 741-741, the text line, or the 800-825-525-8275. The talk number to get them to come on and get the resources they need.
And then, Carrie, what advice would you give to someone who thinks they have a friend or someone that might be in trouble and needs some help? What advice would you give to them?
I think Chris brought up some really good resources, and the answer is there's no wrong advice. Listen is the number one thing that any one person can do. You don't have to be an expert in assisting somebody. You can help them get to the resources that they need.
And what's the text line again for someone that's watching?
741-741. The great thing about the text line, you don't have to be at risk. If you want to get some resources, you want to get some support, understanding how to support somebody, you can call that number and they'll walk you through how to get it.
It's a fountain of information.
Yes, absolutely is.
Thank you guys so much for joining us and saving lives now, which is such a special thing. So thank you so much, you two. We appreciate it.
Thank you very much.
Now, a big thank you to Intermountain Healthcare for sponsoring this segment. For more details, visit thedefensiveline.org, Las Vegas Now. We will be right back.